On this episode, a judge arrested after his wife was found shot and killed. Also, a man is charged with cheating Home Depot out of $300,000. That and more. Chris Talk starts right now. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What is up? Welcome to another episode of Chris Talks. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Alright, yo. Let's get into these crazy stories today. Alright, before we get into that, we ain't gonna do it, right, Eddie? We ain't gonna do it. We just gonna get into the stories. We're gonna do this on another episode, though. But we just gonna get into the stories on this episode. But welcome all my listeners. Welcome all my new listeners. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Chris Talks, where we talk about any and everything under the sun. So, this first story is going to bring us to where it's going to bring us at. Put that on the big screen. It's going to bring us to California, where a California judge was arrested after his wife was found shot and killed in their home. Oh, this is going to be one for the books. All right. We're going to let our AI take over. Let's hit that story, Ed. Hit it.
A California Superior Court judge was arrested on suspicion of shooting and killing his wife in their home Thursday night. Police said Anaheim police officers received reports of a shooting from a home on East Canyon Drive just after 8 p.m. When officers arrived at the home, they found 65-year-old Cheryl Ferguson with a gunshot wound. She was declared dead on scene. Police reported Orange County Superior Court Judge Jeffrey Ferguson was arrested on scene. He was taken to Anaheim Police Department's detention facility and was being held on a $1 million bail. The Associated Press reported Ferguson is expected to appear in court on Monday in Santa Ana. Ferguson was elected as a judge in 2014 and took office in 2015. He handles criminal cases in a courthouse in the Orange County city of Fullerton. AP reported he began his legal career with Orange County District Attorney's Office in 1983 and went on to work narcotics cases, for which he won various awards. According to AP, Ferguson was honored as an Attorney of the Year by the North Orange County Bar Association during his time as a prosecutor. Ferguson served as the organization's president from 2012 to 2014. In 2017, Ferguson was reprimanded by the Commission on Judicial Performance for posting a statement on Facebook about a judicial candidate with knowing or reckless disregard for the truth of the statement and for being Facebook friends with attorneys appearing before him in court. According to a copy of the agency's findings, AP reported, Ferguson said on his Facebook page that he grew up in a military family and traveled throughout Asia as a child. He went on to attend college and law school in California. He and his wife were married in 1996. AP reported he was previously married to another woman, and they had a son. He and Cheryl Ferguson have another son together, said Julie Mitchell, the sister of his ex-wife.
Wow. How we dissect the story? How do we dissect the story? Alright, so let's bring up the fact that this guy, he started his career around 1983, and that exceeded to about we could say give or take to 2000 and to 2017. So he started his career in 1983, and he ended his career in 2017. Now, this is the conflict here. Okay? And I always say this. I tell people all the time, if you're having a rough relationship, one of the best things to do is to just walk away from it. Whether you want to leave it or not, it's easier to just walk away. Please remember, as much as you love that person, that is not the first relationship that you walk away from. Because sometimes it can end up really, really bad. Like this. The Lord knows you do not want the situation to end up bad. Like this. Okay, so I don't even know how to really speak on this. Ed, I really don't know how to speak on this because it really doesn't say too much. Okay, so it says that he was arrested on suspicion, and that's the part for me that gets it. Is that he's arrested on suspicion, so it's not official that he killed his wife in their home. He's arrested on suspicion of killing his wife in their home. His bail was set at what was it set at? $1 million. His bail was set at $1 million. Even when we looked up other reports of this, it doesn't mention that they were having marital issues. So it's really hard for me to it's really hard for me to really dissect this because it doesn't mention on any other reports that they were having marital issues. It doesn't mention that he was stressed at his job. At any point does it mention that he was stressed at his job. It does say that his ex-wife, the relationship between him and his ex-wife was not the greatest, but it wasn't as rough as most situations that we get on the show. It wasn't as rough, so it's kind of hard, for me to wonder what was this guy dealing with that he saw fit to kill his wife? Because he didn't go after the ex-wife, and like I said, there wasn't any marital problems, so there wasn't no affairs or anything like that. So only thing I can say is that this guy, in which I don't know why, but it seems like this guy just bugged out. Something got to him, and I'm just assuming, because this is what I do. I give you my thoughts and my opinions on this, but I'm just assuming that maybe this judge I don't know what case he dealt with that day that made him go off the hinge, but it seemed like he just went off the hinge because it doesn't seem like they had any type of problems. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, sometimes these are the type of relationships that have the most problems. When it seems like there's no problem, it's behind closed doors, there's a whole bunch of problems. And it just seems like they didn't find out. So far, they didn't find out the situation or the motive for doing this. Because right now, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as the information I received, there doesn't really seem like a motive for this. It doesn't really seem like a motive for him doing this at all. But like I said, sometimes relationships are worse than it seems behind closed doors. I mean, I don't know how many of my listeners have fronted in front of people knowing that your relationship was not in the best. But you confronted people, and it made it seem like your relationship was the closest to perfect as you could get. It didn't seem like there was no problem in it. But lo and behold, there was a whole bunch of problems. Okay, so that's my view on this. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into the next story, which is about a man is charged with cheating Home Depot stores out of $300,000. $300,000 with a door return scam. Okay, so this is some, I don't know, what is a door return? When they return the products and stuff like that, and bring fake receipts to sign. I don't know. I'm hearing this story for the first time, just like y'all. So, hey, hit that story. Let's let our AI take over. Hit that story. Let's see what this is about. This story. Before we wait. Before you hit that button. This story brings us to Connecticut. Damn, they be doing it big in Connecticut. What? I'm telling you. And they got some nice houses too. I ain't gonna front. They do got some nice houses in Connecticut. But anyway, Ed, now you can hit that button and let's see what this story brings us. Let's go.
A Connecticut man was given nearly $300,000 in fraudulent Home Depot credit by walking into stores in several states, taking expensive doors and then returning them without a receipt. Federal prosecutors allege Alexander Henry Costa-Mota, 26, of West Hartford, Connecticut, was detained without bail after a judge entered not guilty pleas on his behalf this week in federal court in Rhode Island to wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Providence said in a statement Wednesday. An email seeking comment was left with Costa-Mota's attorney. Costa-Mota dressed to appear like a contractor and entered the stores empty-handed. Prosecutors allege in court documents. He would then load a door or several doors worth hundreds of dollars each onto a lumber cart, take them to the service department and return them without a receipt. Authorities said he was given a store credit in the form of cards that he later redeemed at other stores. Prosecutors said if the return was denied, he would take the doors without paying and return them at another store. Prosecutors said Home Depot stores in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey were involved. Costa-Mota was given about 370 fraudulent store credits between June 2021 and February 2022. Prosecutors said Home Depot's policy is to allow customers to return items without a receipt. But the home improvement chain has safeguards in place that are supposed to prevent people from taking advantage, including asking for identification that requires third-party verification. According to court documents, in this case, the defendant apparently used his own driver's license once, then used several fraudulent licenses with other names to conduct the other returns. Court records say, according to Home Depot's website, we require a valid driver's license or government-issued photo identification for non-receipted returns and returns generated from purchases made with store credits. The Home Depot uses a third-party refund verification system. All returns are subject to verification system approval. A voicemail and an email seeking comment were left with Home Depot.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I will say this. I don't know if it's Home Depot initially, but in New York City, when you purchase certain items over a certain amount, you will get an email. And when you go to most stores, they do ask you for your email, so that if anything is purchased, at least using your name or your credit card, that you will get an email or a text to let you know what's going on. But this guy, he went just a little too far. Can we give him our dummy of the day? Give him the bell. Ding, ding, ding. one more time. Ding! Yes, the dummy, the fool, the gruel in a school. At school of the day. Am I saying that? Am I saying it right, Ed? You know I can't pronounce certain words right. You know I can't. Anyway, don't get on me. Don't get on me. Anyway, this guy apparently was doing this for a couple of months. And when one store wouldn't take it, he would go to another store. He would use another name. He would drive to another state. Because it says, here, can we bring up the fact? How many states he went to? Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, Maryland, Pennsylvania. That's like 6, Jersey. That's like 6, 7 states. Yeah, that's like 6, 7 states that this guy went to try to exchange this stuff. And when one place wouldn't take it, another place would. But I hope Home Depot learned from this. At least get an email. At least get an email. Something. Because I know stores besides Home Depot is not just Home Depot. It's other stores behind the Home Depot, because if you go to certain places, if you go, I know this for a fact. If you go to certain, like JCPenney's or Macy's, they will not ask you for a receipt. But they will ask you for your email to confirm the purchase. So there has to be something to confirm the purchase. So these people were just basically giving this guy this stuff. And it's really crazy how he just walked in there in that suit. And it's, yes, Ed, and that's so true. Let's bring it up. Because I don't know if my listeners have seen this, but there was one, I forgot the guy's name, 9 Melon dude, walked into an airport with construction gear on and was able to walk through the airport, walk through security and everything. Now, this guy, this is the thing that I have pointed out, and I told Ed as we was watching it. This is one thing I have pointed out. This guy with security did not observe, and that's probably the situation in this. That security did not observe was that, well, on the airport it was different. The airport, all employees are required to have a name tag. Okay? When this guy did this, he had no name tag. Only thing he had on was the gear. And he YouTubed it. He recorded it. Okay, this guy is walking out like onto what is this called again? Airplanes land and all that stuff. Yeah, y'all know what it's called. Yeah, he's walking out into the airfield. Yeah, like it's nothing. Like he worked there. Like this guy, he could have been loading the luggage, stealing the luggage, and doing whatever that he wanted to do, and nobody would have noticed the difference because he had on some gear, and he was dressed in his regular clothes. So he wasn't dressed no different than anybody else that was working there. And not to say that, not you know. I want to say this. This happens a lot. Okay? This happens a lot on construction sites. Not just the airport, but construction sites. It also happens with certain security. Okay? With certain security, yes, this does happen. And only thing they need is this little, what is a vest? A certain type of vest. If they have the certain type of vest that your security your staff is using, and there's no name tag, I have seen it plenty of times. I've seen it plenty of times. Like, in some weird places. Some places you might think, oh no, they don't do. Yeah, it's happened. It shouldn't happen. And this is a real, to me, it's a real safety concern, because you got people that's out there, they dress up like, let's mention, oh yes, Ed, I'm going to mention it. UPS. Yes, UPS. Postal workers. Yes. Only thing they got to do is just buy the outfit. And sometimes you can get this outfit right offline. You can get it. Sometimes you ain't even got to go online to get it. They sell it in some stores. Like, you can buy, what I always tell you, Ed, the season for committing crimes, I don't want to, I shouldn't even say it, but it's Halloween. Because during Halloween, and I know some of my listeners will probably agree, during Halloween, you can buy any uniform that you want. Any uniform that you want. And, you know, just besides Halloween, you got certain stores, they sell these uniforms. You got people who, you got, let me stay with that. You got people who have kidnapped kids just dressed in a nurse's uniform. No name tag, no nothing, but just dressed in the uniform. Dressed in the uniform. I'm gonna let that dwell on your brain for a second. Dressed in the uniform. Let that dwell on your brain for a minute. That these people are only dressed in a uniform. Is that any type of good? No. Okay, listen to me. When you are employed by some place, you should have a name tag. Period. And this will let the people know that you work there, or some type of badge. How do you know a police officer is a police officer? Because he has some type of badge, some type of a badge, or he has the nameplate or something to indicate that he's a police officer. You know what I'm saying? And then you let him in your house. Other than that, you're not gonna let him in your house. If you imagine some security officer coming to your house saying that he's a police officer and he got a security badge. It don't say security on it. You know what I mean? So be careful, people. Be very, 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 very careful. Very, very careful, because this man, he did this to a company. Okay, he did this to a corporation, which I don't condone. I think it's wrong. Robbing in corporations, whatever. Small time, little time, mom and pop stores. Just stealing is well, Ed, you know, the banks is different. The bank, we're not going to get into that. The banks is it's a different thing. But stealing from these places and stuff like that, the downfall is this: when you are stealing from these places and these corporations, yes, they're insured and all that stuff. But when you are stealing so much, you understand what I'm saying? Because this happened in Connecticut. Okay, how many different states does Home Depot? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So how many different states is Home Depot in? Okay. How many different boroughs? Okay. In New York, we do boroughs. Right. In other places, they do. You got the counties, towns, and other different things. But how many other different? They stealing from there too. And it doesn't matter the degree of the person. It doesn't matter the living standards of the person. Because you got rich people, millionaires, stealing from Home Depot. You say what you want. Say what you want. Yeah. They steal from Home Depot. If they ain't, the millionaire that's making it, he or she are probably not stealing from Home Depot. But best believe, if they have children, well, yeah, oh, best believe, because they probably think that they can't be touched. So best believe that they probably doing. I'm just assuming, but best believe that they probably doing something like that in that area. You know what I mean? So the bad part of it is that, and this is probably in a melanin neighborhood. They don't show the person who did. It's probably, but it don't matter if it's in a melanin or a non-melanin neighborhood. When you're stealing like this, and when you do it too much, you're putting these people out of business. So when you put them out of business, you lose employment. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, you lose employment because they got to shut down the store. And then if they shut down the store because too much stuff is being stolen in that area, what do you think they're going to do? They just going to go somewhere else. They just going to go in Home Depot. Some organizations like Home Depot, oh yes, they will sit on the highway just not to be robbed. Trust and believe, they will put their store on the highway just not to be robbed. So you will have to go all the way on the highway just to try to to get to them. And that's bugged out. It's bugged out. But yeah, let me tie this up, because that's all I have to say about this, because, you know, about this situation. But it is true, Ed, so many different corporations and industries get robbed just like this. We just read a report about the weed dispensary, right? How weed dispensaries around New York City, especially Staten Island, I don't know what's the ring with Staten Island, but weed dispensaries in New York City and around the country, not just New York City, but around the country, that's just being robbed. Okay, I don't understand that. A drug is illegal, it's legalized, and you still going to jail for the same thing. Can you say idiot? Because I can. Because that's idiotic. What, are you going to rob the dispensary to go sell it on the street? That's stupid. That's dumb. Why? Because you can't afford that regular price that you used to pay? Come on, man. This is it's just, I don't understand stealing. I don't understand robbing. I don't understand stealing. It's just something I have, it's something I haven't ever understood. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's like, what you have, I can go get the same thing. You know what I mean? But the way I look at it is like, what you have, I can go get it, but better. Why you do that, Ed? That made no sense. I don't understand why you did that. But I could go get the same thing or better. Only thing I have to do is just put in the work to do it. Now, I might have to put in more work than you, but as long as I'm willing to put in the work to do it, and God is on my side, I am definitely going to achieve the goal that I'm trying to reach. Stop doing that, Ed. I can hear I don't even have it on the headphones, and I can hear that clap from all the way over here. Yes, I can hear it. And I see you pressing the button. I just don't know which damn button you pressing. I don't know, but I see you pressing the button. But cut it out. I don't know cut it out. Because it's probably dumb. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I don't know. But, okay. Listen, folks. Let's get out of here. Round of applause. Yeah, I can hear that, Ed. I can hear that. That's my thought on that. Okay, so we are gonna tune this up. So check it out. All the links and everything are right there on your screen. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's a bug in here. Bug, 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 bug. Stomp it, stomp it, stomp it, stomp it, stomp it. What is that? What is it? Oh, nah. Oh, yeah, kill it. I'm sorry. I love nature, but moths, I can't deal with moths. Moths, no, I just can't deal with moths. I'm sorry. Kill that damn moth. I can't deal with moths. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. We drifted off real quick. Anyway, where was I at? Okay, so we're getting out of here. Okay, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, all the links, everything are right there on your screen. Join us on our Facebook where we do post up inspirational and motivational content. Also, if you're doing anything that you would like to promote and you would like to promote it on my show, please DM us at the Chris Talk Show. We will hit you up and we could discuss that business. Also, what else we got? Anything else? No, it wasn't enough. Okay. What? What did you say? Oh, yeah. Okay. This particular episode will be featured on YouTube, so you can check this out at Chris Talks 1190. Is that it, Ed? Is that it? Okay. Can we get the hell out of here? Yes, we can. All right. Thank you. All right. I want to thank all my new listeners and my own listeners. I want to thank everyone who is listening to me. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Treat everybody accordingly. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Ed, can you give me a ride home? Please. I don't want to take the bus. I'm tired.